is Chef Tyra Ray. I'm a personal chef in Houston, Texas, but I'm also a travel chef. You can book me for catering events, private events, brunches, dinners, or if you're ever traveling out of town, I'll come and cook there as well. First, we're gonna cut the skin off. See, we just gonna cut it off.
Go ahead, cut it off.
So we just pat the salmon dry before we season it up.
Okay.
So squeeze the lemon, both sides. Make sure you don't leave seeds on the salmon.
So as you can see, she brought an arsenal with her when it comes to seasonings. Somebody who naturally are salt sensitive and retain water, the more sodium it has, it's not bad for you once again. Especially if you're using it, it's not processed, it's about how much you use.
Always wash your seafood off with vinegar so it won't have like that real fishy taste. The Old Bay Cajun seasoning. This is better than Tony's, by the way.
I don't even know what that is.
They gonna know. Garlic powder. And I normally would do lemon pepper seasoning, but since we already like squeezed the lemon on there, I'm gonna just add a little bit of pepper. Okay. Cause that's just. And then just for like the color, once we cook it, we're gonna add a little bit of paprika, just for a pretty color. At the end. We season it before we cut into the center for the stuffed part.
What would be the reason for that?
Because you don't want to cut it open and then trying to flip it over, seasoning it, and it like splits open or tears apart. So when you're making stuffed salmon, you don't want to like over season the salmon because you're also going to season the filling too. Now,
ironically, she said she naturally likes to make the salmon with butter, and a lot of people learn that butter is bad for you. Once again, no food on this earth is bad. It's the associations you have with foods that are bad. Because 9 times out of 10, when you're having some butter, you're slapping it on what? Some bread. You know what I'm saying? You're having some avocados, you're having it with what? Some toast. So butter's not bad. It's about what you put in the butter on that makes it bad. Okay. So we're gonna stuff it with what?
Cream cheese, chopped spinach, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese.
So my clients already know you're supposed to focus on the serving size, total fat, carbs, fiber, sugar, and protein, you know? So I noticed that this one, which is once again hello mozzarella, it's kind of high in fat, better than low fat cheese and fat free. Even though she bought her own mozzarella, I'm telling her ass to use this mozzarella. Just use your common sense. Cream cheese is not gonna be better than regular cheese, but it's cool. You know, just try and find a better version of everything that you got. This is the original, it's gonna be cool. As long as you're not slapping this on a bagel, you'll be all right.
All right, cream cheese. Add the spinach in. A little more spinach for the protein.
More protein on your plate than anything else.
After we got the cream cheese and the spinach, we're gonna add a little bit of minced garlic. We're gonna add a little Old Bay to the filling. Not a lot. The Cajun seasoning.
Cajun, I need to pick some of that up.
Garlic powder. We're gonna add some red pepper flakes. And I mix the seasonings in before I add the cheese, just because I think it tastes better that way. Once you mix that up a little bit, then we're gonna add the cheese.
See how she kind of overdid the cheese? It's protein based, so who cares?
Parmesan. Now we can mix it all up. You don't want the filling to be like too watery, you still want it to be kind of thick. So it doesn't melt out while you're cooking it. It look like that. Still thick.
You told me it's safe to eat this. I'm over here thinking I'm about to get salmonella, so if I die, Tyra Ray, y'all. Tyra Ray.
You can eat it like a... Make sure not to cut all the way through or the filling is just gonna fall out through the center.
Alright.
See that?
Have a little pouch.
Beautiful.
Make sure if you're gonna buy some salmon or any type of seafood, it is wild caught. It is not farm raised, okay?
Okay.
Y'all tell me that don't look amazing, y'all?
If you have leftover filling, you can freeze it and use it later. Or if you want to make stuffed chicken 2 days from now, you can.
This might be a dumb question. Why you rinse off asparagus?
Because it's been sitting in the store and like, you know, people kind of like touch it, then put it back, touch it, put it back.
Okay. Some garlic, lemon, butter, asparagus. I really feel like I'm at Ruth Chris, y'all.
And so we're gonna cook the salmon and the asparagus at the same time.
Now you see how fast she sprayed that, y'all? There's no reason why you should be spraying for 10 seconds.
We're gonna give the asparagus just a little bit, just so it don't stick or burn with the butter. Then when you're cooking salmon on the stove, like let the stove heat up a little bit. Like don't just put cold salmon on the stove like that. Just let it heat up for like probably like 2 minutes. We're gonna let the salmon cook for about 2 minutes on each side. Really 3 minutes on each side. Because we wanna make sure it's done all the way through the filling and everything. Then while the salmon is cooking, we're gonna start on the garlic lemon butter asparagus.
Whoo!
You don't need a lot of butter, y'all, just a little.
You see how much butter that is, y'all? Not a lot.
It's gonna spread.
It's a tablespoon.
I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoned salt, just a little bit. Garlic powder. And then we're gonna squeeze the lemon. Asparagus will cook fast, so like after you add the seasoning, you can turn it down low and just kind of let it cook slow. Make sure you cook the sides, because like you don't want your salmon to be cooked on the front and the back, but the side is still kind of undercooked.
Ooh, that shit look good. You see how she making it all pretty, y'all? I feel like I'm on the Food Network.
Shit, that's what we need to be.
I'm not even gonna lie, she went crazy. But y'all know me. I don't give a F about the aesthetics. What is it tasting like? Whole feng shui. I am a happy, satisfied customer. A lot to y'all. This is a 10 out of 10. I feel like I'm at Blueprint right now. So she got it. She got me. She got me. It was worth it. It was worth it. She's bougie, so she talking about steak and lobster next time we do this.
Yeah, we're doing steak and lobster. We're not gonna